Right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda. Choose any new Mazda and get low 0.9% financing. Or get 2.9% financing for 72 months on select new Mazdas. Move and be moved in your new Mazda with tremendous savings from Team Mazda on Airline.
Any reason for the light blue tie today?
No. Well, you know what
Powder
I did?
blue?
You know what I did? Morning, everybody. Welcome to WAFB Plus and 9 News Now. Thanks for being with us for this bit of insanity. Well, look, when Liz gets back, there'll be more control. Saving grace. Monday for Liz? Monday.
I believe so.
Yeah. So, no, the powder, the baby blue. I was looking in my closet last night. What I've got is one of those, like a metal shoe racks, you know, like that you would use horizontally. I flip it vertically, and I put my ties in there. That's how I rack them.
Clever. What a great idea.
Well, it's not an original. And so I was looking, I wanted to get something that was teal. Right, because we had Beth Torino on the show earlier this morning, the big Go Teal walk, raising money and awareness, of course, in the fight against ovarian cancer. I don't have a teal. This obviously is not teal; it needs more green in it. This is as close as I got.
It's close.
And I'm like, I've literally got 100 dang ties in there, and I'm like, nothing in here.
Snap a shot of that, would you, and show me tomorrow of how you do your ties?
Well, it's just a wire shoe rack that you would normally put shoes on horizontally. Because if you try to hang shoes vertically, it can be a challenge. And so you just take that wire rack.
That's the biggest challenge.
Spin it like that, and so you can hang ties individually.
I need that
too. All over the place.
Mine too. Mine too. They're on the hanger, but they fall off all the time.
That's why I went with this route. I used to have one of those little electric things, you know, the little light on it that worked for about 4 days.
And that's about exactly.
And then it would take an hour for the thing to just go like one cycle.
Yeah.
You're like, I know there's a tie I want in here somewhere. So no, that's why I went with. Anyway, yeah, I'll snap a picture. It's not an original idea.
You ever think that, though? You ever think that sometimes automation kind of, like in a car, best example is a car. Like in the old days, if someone was getting in the back seat, you take the front seat, you fold that sucker, and they get right in. Now you got to hit this button. It's like, honestly, let's go back to the old school. I don't want to go back to rolling the crank in the windows. I don't want to do that. But the seats, it takes too long. Come on.
It does. It really does. So I don't
scare
anybody.
Have you been in his truck?
It's fine.
Have you been in his truck? It's a good thing he doesn't carry anything. Actually, you know what? How many miles?
262,000.
And it's great.
Yeah.
262,000.
And it's killing it.
And God love her. When I used to pick up Diane for work, she walked in one morning, looked at my truck, and walked by. She goes, "Hang on a second. I thought she forgot something." She goes in, gets a bath towel, long bath towel, folds it in half, puts it, tucks it into the seat.
Yes.
She goes, "I'm so sorry."
No, she's not.
I could see her doing that too.
She did.
She did. Keep it clean.
But meanwhile, she'd call you when she needed to get some stuff moved around the house and have that truck bed.
That's right. Oh yeah, you got a lot of friends when you have a truck.
You know,
friends you don't even know you have.
Oh yeah. It's been a couple times. I've been like,
I
hey,
haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? Good to see you.
Who are you?
Take care. Let's go do lunch sometime. Oh, by the way, do you have a truck?
I haven't seen you since 3rd grade. What in the world?
Yeah, we used to be best friends in kindergarten.
Right, in kindergarten.
You know, and that doesn't bother me even a little bit. It doesn't. I help anybody out. It doesn't bother me. I just think it's kind of funny.
I was going to say, Johnny, you must have like a bunch of friends because not only the truck, but you're really good at fixing things.
Handy.
So you're getting a phone call on that too.
Johnny of all trades.
I love it. I'll tear something up and try to put it back together in a second. Now, I've spent a lot of money in my day calling pros to undo my screw-ups, but I'll get out there and give it a good college try, you bet.
There you go. You've never like electrocuted yourself, have you?
No, I've shocked myself on the, your 110 outlets, and I was very careful when I replaced the dryer plug one time, the 220 or whatever.
Those things are nasty.
But sometimes 110 can zap you harder than the 220.
Oh yeah, you feel that one. You feel that one for a minute.
No,
I'm good.
You ever shock yourself?
Not that way.
Okay.
It feels like a bolt is hitting you. I've
been tased.
That's right. He's been tased, so you really know.
I've not been like through an outlet.
Yeah, I shocked myself once.
Yeah.
I was rewiring my doorbell to put the camera on, and I thought I cut the power off, but I didn't. And I stuck the screwdriver in there, and the doorbell rang. So I was happy and sad at the same time because the doorbell rang, went ding dong, and it shocked. I was like,
You get one of them trick
doorbells. All right, the doorbell works. The bad news is I can't move.
That's a very low power.
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't
not 110.
Yeah, it wasn't anything bad.
Still though, that'll give you a tickle.
It'll
when you got tased, how quickly did you get back to feeling okay?
I was okay within about 60 seconds. Yeah, no, the whole idea is to pretty much incapacitate you in that exact moment, knock you down, and it certainly did. It felt like a bunch of knives right in my back, just kind of, and every muscle locked up, and I just couldn't control anything.
You couldn't move. Let me ask you a question then, because I saw it. I saw the video, and he's telling the absolute truth there. How is it that when people get shot with those things, you ever see them just take it and
rip it off?
How can they?
Yeah, those are aliens. Yeah, those are aliens.
How do they do that?
Those are aliens.
Could it be maybe if they're intoxicated? Could that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's wild.
It was
so wild.
It was a heck of a ride.
Ride. That's why they say ride the lightning.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it was. I did it for a story. For those who are wondering, I was not arrested for anything.
Peppers,
as far as you know.
Planes. You do anything for a story.
Oh,
for
God.
real.
How about a forecast? What do we got? Is this going to be overcast all day?
Yeah, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day throughout. It's not going to be the prettiest of days, but no lightning, nothing shocking out of the sky. Not yet, anyway. But that looks to change as well. We actually did have a really, really pretty sunrise, though, just a couple of minutes ago. If you blinked over about 5 seconds, that was it. It was here and gone. Now we're stuck with the mostly cloudy conditions, and it looks like it is going to be that way for a big part of the day. Let's talk about temperatures out there, and they are relatively mild and muggy, 62 degrees. No, it is not sunny. Sometimes the sensor kind of trips up on that. We did make it up to the mid-80s yesterday. We were expecting 85. We got 85, actually not that far away from record territory. Still warm, still humid for today, but a mostly cloudy day nevertheless. Now the real rain, the wet stuff gets here, I would say late Friday, going into Saturday morning, but that batch of wet weather is not expected to produce severe weather. However, as we get to the beginning of next week, early Monday morning, the SPC is highlighting our area once again. We're going to look at that. So the cloud cover, that's going to be here. It's there right now. It's going to be there all day. Now these showers, they look like they're just going to move right into our area. But what's happening, if you look, they're starting to actually weaken and evaporate before they get here. And the models are hinting that that's what's going to happen. There could just be maybe a stray shower that hangs on. Let's see what the graph has to say about it. And yeah, I actually froze up. This is 5 p.m., so about 5:30. But I really have to tell you, even if that holds together, it might evaporate before it hits the ground. So you don't need the rain gear for today. Really, you're going to need the rain gear for Friday, but not Friday morning. This is noon on Friday, and the wet weather's not here yet. But the deeper we go into the day, especially by Friday evening, now we're getting showers and storms. Could produce a couple of heavy downpours you see out there in Oakdale. But again, at this point, to this point, the SPC is not really highlighting the area. Look at Saturday. It just looks like Saturday is getting wetter and wetter. If you have outdoor plans on Saturday, I got to tell you, you may want to move them indoors, or maybe you can move it to Sunday. Sunday, there's only a 20% chance. That's a little bit better. Even the GFS is representing a couple of heavy downpours Friday night into Saturday morning. But it's not a total weekend washout because most of Sunday is dry. It's only a 20%. And then as we get the cold front in here, that's going to be Monday morning. That's when the SPC starts looking at our area and starts to highlight it. They've got us in the yellow, area-wide, all across the viewing area. That is a level 2 slight risk. But I got to tell you, there's still some uncertainty on that. And again, we're going to nail that down over the next couple of days. Today, staying mostly cloudy, beginning to end. Still going to be warm, low to mid-80s, though, in the afternoon. Tonight, mild and muggy. Maybe we get down to about 64. That's going to be about it. But we stay dry, so if you're heading out to baseball at the box, you're good to go. Weekend forecast, Saturday wet. Sunday, not bad. Look at Sunday's high, 87. And we've got 1, 2, 3 days out of the next 10 where we will hit highs in the upper 80s. So, yeah, we've got some warm stuff and humid stuff definitely on the way. 7-Eleven, Johnny A., how are the roads?
Well, let's take a round-robin view of the city going west to east and find out where the traffic is mostly. We have on LA1, we start right here, right past Brewley into Port Allen. Not quite to the overpass right there at the Intracoastal just yet. Kind of widen our shot. A little bit of traffic right here around College Drive at the on-ramp, College to Acadian, and that is always the case. We start to back up right past Seagan toward Bluebonnet and Essen as you make your way westbound on I-12, Airline Highway from the interstate all the way to the Jefferson Highway turnoff, which is going to be right there by Parkview, and then it still continues a little bit south on that. And then I-12 is our slowest traffic on the interstate, starts at Jubin Crossing, breaks up a little bit, then again at 4-H Club Road right here, breaks up a little bit, and then right around O'Neill and Millerville, slowest traffic there. Here's a live look at I-10 near the College Drive area, and there's that LA1 backup going northbound on LA1 right out of Brewley into to Port Allen, and there it breaks up a little on the Intracoastal Overpass Bridge. 712 WAFB 9 News now, live and local, and where you want it, when you want it. Matt Williams back with a couple of headlines you might have missed. That's next. Stay with us.
Folks, real quick before you get going, a Crime Stoppers alert for you from Tangipahoa Parish. Better than 20 shots fired from a moving vehicle in the community of Robert, so just east of Hammond. Nobody injured here, but authorities would very much like to know who was in that vehicle firing off better than 20 shots. Call the 1-800 number, the Crime Stoppers number for Tangipahoa Parish. Want to remind you that in East Baton Rouge, you got a realignment meeting going on today. It's a conversation continuing with the community about options available. Again, this one is Capitol Elementary School, Gus Young Avenue. That begins at 6 o'clock. And we have to remind you, an election reminder, today is a deadline if you're voting absentee. That absentee ballot has to be back. Oh, you've got one more day to think about it. 4:30 tomorrow is the deadline for that. And then, of course, the polls are going to open 7 a.m. Saturday. So make sure you get out there and vote. GoVote.com is the website to know. Not a real complicated forecast today, just kind of calm and overcast.
Yeah, just kind of setting up the next couple of days because Friday into Saturday they're going to be wet. So if you have outdoor plans Saturday, it's not looking good. You might need to move it to Sunday.
And you really, I mean, there's always outdoor plans this time of, on the weekends. So keep the
no more
weather
parades.
handy. Oh, I know. Well, give it a minute.
Give it a minute, right?
If we don't have a parade a week down here, we're just missing out, apparently. All right, you don't have to miss out. We'll see you again in 10 minutes on, of course, the Mothership.
With tax returns coming in, the Team Automotive Group can help you maximize your refund's value. Choose from a huge selection of quality certified and pre-owned vehicles with over 90 priced under $20,000. Stop by and save at any Team location or log on anytime to teamautouse.com.